is there any way we might be able to get more information? For instance, I still believe there's got to be a benzodiazepine here in this situation. It's really hard to die of a fentanyl overdose unless you're slamming it, unless you're shooting it. You agree with me?
Yes, and especially if he had sleeping problems. The most important thing is 70% of opiate overdoses in America are co-prescribed with a benzodiazepine. Now, how he used the fentanyl isn't important. It is very important. You and I know that fentanyl ordinarily is a transdermal patch, and you would not say if he was using it as a transdermal patch that he self-administered it. And fentanyl's never given orally, so you don't ingest it. So how did he use the fentanyl?
Yeah, it's interesting. I'm watching you do the same thing I do all the time, is trying to read between the lines of the reporting we get. Unfortunately, the press doesn't know how to do that. The medical examiner is giving us a completely incomplete picture here. I really have a billion questions yet. But I agree with you. I'll tell you what my patients sometimes do, though, to get very high doses of fentanyl is what Dr. Maroney is talking about is there's a patch that you wear on your skin that delivers fentanyl slowly over 3 days. This was originally designed as a cancer therapy or an end-of-life therapy. It was not meant to be used in otherwise healthy adult males with hip pain. And by the way, one of the things we do know from the report from the medical examiner is there were no other contributing medical conditions. Dr. Maroney, can we at least conclude that?
Yes, because it would list them, and it's one cause of death.
Right.
And that cause of death is fentanyl toxicity. Now, people that abuse fentanyl try to get it in their system faster. So if they put it in their mouth, they're trying to get it into their cheek, buccal absorbing, and one of the only other ways is to inject it.
Right, and they didn't say track marks, but they did not say track marks. So again, we're speculating, did Prince actually open these patches that are designed to be given transdermally and either eat it, take it in his mouth, or shoot it? Now, my patients eat these patches all the time. In fact, I worked with teen mom Amber Portwood. In December 2013, she appeared on Dr. Phil to talk about her addiction to fentanyl. What she told me was, I haven't seen this tape yet, but what she told me was she was in the bathroom squirting the patches in her mouth, realizing she was about to die, went out into the courtroom and begged the judge to put her in prison. That's how powerful this addiction is. Listen to this.
I was using a drug called fentanyl, which I'm not going to give anybody any ideas, but let's just say it doesn't show up unless you send it to a lab. It's patches. It's really dangerous. I opened up the patch and I would eat the patch. It's like a 3-day patch. It's very dangerous. And I was using that the whole time I was in there.
And Dr. Maroney, she does bring up an interesting point here, is you can't detect it in the normal urine screens, number one. And then number two, what do you suspect is in his toxicology report?
Well, when they look at the toxicology, there might be over-the-counter medication that are not at high enough concentrations. The key to what they're saying in the tox report is to try to give you enough information to meet the law that this is taxpayers paying for this service, so we need to make it public, but they're not translating the ambiguity. If he had over-the-counter sleeping medicine, but it wasn't at a toxic level, it doesn't need to be mentioned as a contributing factor.
Right.
But the fact that they quantitatively found fentanyl at a level that they consider unambiguously toxic, he had to get it through some supratherapeutic.
Right. In other words, not just transdermally.